If you're thinking about building a website and wondering if WordPress is still relevant in 2023, let me assure you, it absolutely is. But it really depends on what kind of website you're making. I'm Tim from RealWebsiteHints.com, and it's my mission to help you find the best and easiest ways of making great quality websites. In this video, I'll explain why WordPress is still a great choice in 2023 and why you should seriously consider it for your website. We'll look at what kind of websites WordPress is good for and what kind of websites I think are better left to other platforms. So what's new in WordPress in the last few years? One of the significant developments was the introduction of more intuitive design options directly in WordPress. It used to be that the only way to get any design control without using code was to use a plugin or theme that had drag and drop design capabilities built into it. But back in 2018, WordPress added the Gutenberg editor, which is a block-style editor that allows users to create layouts on pages and posts, much like many of the drag and drop plugins. And the WordPress team continues to work on their drag and drop style interface for creating blog posts with WordPress. At this time though, I still think that the Gutenberg editor or the block editor is still best left to simple pages. I think that the best use case for them is on blog posts. The WordPress team has also been working on full site editing capabilities, and I tried it out. Honestly, I wasn't impressed. I still think that you get much better and more stable results, and for that matter, much more easy to use from a dedicated plugin or theme like the Divi theme or Elementor. If you want to see my reviews of those, you can check them out up above here or down in the description below. So what do I think is the best thing about WordPress? Well, it's options. WordPress is the largest website building platform, and with add-ons for just about any kind of functionality you can imagine. There are thousands of plugins for WordPress that allow you to add just about any kind of functionality, and you can add all that functionality without needing to know how to code, or being limited to what's available from the platform directly. Because WordPress is open source, anybody can make a plugin for it or add functionality to it. So what is it like to get started with WordPress? Well, WordPress does have a bit of a learning curve, but I do think it's still a good choice for beginners. Once you grasp the basics, it becomes incredibly user-friendly. Plus, with a wide range of themes and plugins, you can customize your site to match your unique style and needs. Whether you're dreaming of an online store, a blog, a portfolio website, a business website, a website for your club or organization, or even an online community, WordPress has got you covered, and all of the plugins and add-ons you can add will allow you to make any of these kinds of websites. So what's the greatest thing about WordPress? I think it's its SEO-friendly structure. WordPress provides the optimal structure for your website and for web crawlers to index your website, making it easier for your blog to rank higher on search engines. WordPress is still the best platform to build a blog with. I've tested dozens of website builders, and nothing comes close to the search engine optimization structure that WordPress gives you for blogging. If you want to build a blog, you want to do it with WordPress. There is really nothing out there right now that compares. And on top of the built-in structure that WordPress offers for search engine optimization, there are several plugins available to help you optimize your content even better for search engines. There's plugins like Yoast, the all-in-one SEO plugin, and Jetpack. And as I mentioned before, one of the biggest advantages of using WordPress as a website building platform is the vast selection of plugins available. There are a plethora of WordPress plugins that can enhance the functionality, add new features, and improve the user experience on your website. Some of these plugins are like WP Forms for adding forms and questionnaires to your website. Page builder plugins that I really enjoy are Elementor and Divi. There's also Brizy. There's plugins for helping you track and optimize the traffic on your website, like Monster Insights. There's plugins for creating paid membership websites or online courses or communities like MemberPress. You can even have a live chat plugin that allows you to offer customer support right on your website. And there's tons of other things you can do with WordPress. WordPress is really a community. You're never alone when you're building a WordPress website. There is always some place to turn to for help from the thriving community of people devoted to WordPress. All you have to do is search online for an answer or visit one of the online forums. Plus, there are tons of meetup groups dedicated to WordPress. So what types of websites do I think that WordPress is, well, maybe not the best choice for? I think the number one type of website that I wouldn't recommend building with WordPress is actually an online store. And don't get me wrong, you can definitely build an online store with WordPress. Right now, the best choice for a plugin for creating an online store with WordPress is WooCommerce. But I find WooCommerce complicated to set up, time-consuming to maintain, and it doesn't really provide the best user experience for your customers right out of the box. Not to mention too that you're really responsible for the security requirements that you have to manage and safeguard your website and protect your customers' sensitive data. As far as protecting your customers' sensitive data, you're dealing with WordPress, you're dealing with your hosting company, you're dealing with whatever you're using to process the credit cards. There's just lots of different moving parts. And I would say unless you've got a degree in computer science or networking, that really it's a lot to handle and it's a lot to take care of and it's a lot of responsibility that you have. For online stores, I really recommend using Shopify. Shopify specializes in building online stores by default. They create a great user experience for your staff and for your customers, and they help me do a better job of managing the security on my own site than I would ever be able to do on my own. Plus, Shopify has some awesome support staff that really feel like they're there to help you. You can check out my Shopify review to learn more about why I think Shopify is the best choice for building an online store. I also think that WordPress isn't the best platform to use if you just want to build a very simple website. For very simple websites, there are definitely better options than WordPress. WordPress really does its best job for blogs and more complex websites, but if you only need a basic website with a few pages, there are simpler alternatives to consider. For example, if you just need a one-page simple website, Card is an excellent solution. Card offers a free starting point, so you can actually build a free website, or for just $20 a year, you can have an all-inclusive option. And Card has a variety of well-designed templates to help you kickstart your website creation process. If you need a simple website with more than one page, GoDaddy Website Builder is easy to use, fast, and easy to set up. It doesn't give you many design options, and there's not that much that you can do with the website, but you can have your entire website up and running in just a few minutes practically. So what are some of the best practices if you do decide to build a WordPress website? First thing, you want to choose a reliable hosting provider. The hosting provider you choose can have a significant impact on the performance and the security of your website. You want to look for a provider that offers strong security measures, regular backups, a reliable support. And I've got a video where I talk about my favorite hosting companies. I'll link that up above here and down in the description below. We all know that there's a ton of hackers out there looking to exploit our computers, our phones, big companies' websites, networks. And well, unfortunately, it's also the same for the websites that we build ourselves. And one of the best ways to protect your WordPress website is to keep it up to date and regularly update all of the WordPress plugins, all of the themes, and WordPress itself. The next tip is that you want to keep your website running as fast as possible so that your visitors don't have to wait for your pages to load. This is an important factor in running a successful WordPress website. So what that means is that you want to keep your images optimized, you want to have them to be just the right size, and you want to have them as compressed as possible so that the file sizes are as small as possible, but of course so that they still look good. And a WordPress image optimization plugin will take care of all of those things for you right when you upload your image. The Jetpack plugin that I mentioned earlier can actually help with many of the best practices for WordPress, and the professional version of Jetpack is also included with some plans from my favorite hosting company. You can learn more about that hosting company down in the description below. So, summing it all up, WordPress is still relevant now and continues to be an excellent choice for both beginners and professionals. And right now, there is no beating WordPress when it comes to creating an awesome professional blog. WordPress is simply the best option for building a blog with, and WordPress is also a great option for creating a business website, an online community, or any number of other websites where you need to be able to easily control the look and functionality of your website. If you want to find out what my pick is for the best hosting companies to get started with, check out this video here. And if you want me to show you how to get started with building a WordPress website, check out this video right here. And if you have any questions about building websites, leave them down in the comments below. It's my mission to help you find the best and easiest ways of building websites. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.